Welcome to Fly Nubian Money, where we help you master your mindset and maximize your money.
I can't hear you, Lala.
Them Gremlins is back. I was all excited. Let's do it. Everybody. Welcome to Fly Nubian Money, where we help you master your mindset and master your mindset and your shmoney. Listen, guys, today I'm actually really excited because we're going to talk about something that can help the community. But before we get into that, it's Friday. What do we do on Friday? We have Blackout Friday, where we do not spend our money anywhere that doesn't respect where our money is. Okay, there's many people out there who think that our money is trifling. They'll take it, but they don't honor our communities for it. So therefore, on Fridays, we make sure that we shop at small Black businesses, or we don't shop at the ones that just don't seem to care about the plight of the Black community. All right. So we have been doing this all year. If you are doing this with us, please let us know in the comments, because we want to cheer you on too. It's not always easy, because I know sometimes in your community that may be the only place to shop. But one day a week, you can withhold your money to show them our power. So today is Free Resource Friday, and it seems like we're really going to need this. And this one may truly change your life. Now, we know that there are uncertain times right now with the government shutdown and rising costs and the holidays upon us. Many people are looking for ways to grow their income, gain new skills, or start fresh without going into debt. Now, the good news is that there are free and low-cost programs available right now that can help you do exactly that. So today we're sharing 6 powerful opportunities that can open doors, teach valuable skills, and help you build a stronger financial future starting today. It really does help us with our economic power, representation, and future leadership. As you can see, I've got my beautiful queens here today, and we represent all sorts of different professions. We have Mary Dean, lawyer at the Wall Street lawyer.com. We have Yolanda Spivey, writer and insurance agent to the stars. We have Micah, the creator, digital expert and trainer and owner of herpayday.com. You have little old me, Laura Lalaki, your international vocalist and real estate agent. Queens, I am so happy to have you here today. I think that this is going to be a wonderful show, but I am going to ask you, viewership family, listen, I know if you know of something, whether it's in your neighborhood, something in your community, something you heard about, something that's offered through your jobs that may help to uplift someone else, drop it in the chat, because we do not gatekeep here. We share with you so that you can grow your money. We don't play about money around here. All right. So listen, I want to ask each and every one of our panelists something that they may have used in the past that helped them get through some tough times. And I'm going to start with you, Yolanda.
Something I've used in the past to help me get through tough times. Yeah. Well, as far as a resource, when I first started my business, what I can think of is, I don't know how he came to me. I guess if you ask, you'll get, But this old white man who's been in the insurance industry for like 30, 40 years became my mentor. And when I first like contacted him, I think I was contacting him because I thought he can write a policy for me. And he said, "Oh no, baby, I'm a broker," you know? And so I said, "Okay, I'm just starting out." And he said, "I can tell you're just starting out." He said, "If you ever need anything, if you need a resource, if you need a mentor, you utilize my services because I've been in this game for 40 years." And I said, "Oh my God, I can use a mentor." And let me tell you something. That man he mentored me for like a good 2 years before he officially retired. But he taught me the game, how to leverage my business, how to, get clients and maximize my customer service skills with them. He just gave me some really valuable tools, and he was working on a houseboat. So, and he never asked for any money. He never asked me for a dime. So that free resource that he gave me was everything. It helped me stay in my business.
Mentorship, that is so important. When I came out of high school, I was a young mother. I had my son when I was 16 years old. And so by the time I graduated, I knew I needed to hustle. I had this little one that I needed to take care of. And so I went into a junior college and got my word processing degree. And the minute that I graduated, that was null and void. But my first job was at a tennis, we call it resort in Louisville, Kentucky. And my job was to help put together a 4-color magazine each month for the members to help. I was just supposed to type it, but my mentor was the one who taught me how to design. And that opened up all doors for me. And I became someone who loved to do the design and also learned to do the 4-color. And there went my love for designing and creating. I was already a vocalist, so you're already a creator. So I too really learned something from my mentor. What about you, Micah? What is something that you have used in your past that has helped leverage you today?
You know what? For me, it's going to be a changed mindset. Okay. So I would honestly used to be one of those people that was totally comfortable with just saying like, "Oh, I'm just happy to support. I'm happy being in the background. I'm happy. It's okay if I'm like, the best kept secret." And then I began to kind of see how damaging that could be. So when I changed my mindset and decided like, okay, I'm going to become more visible intentionally. I'm going to put myself out more. I'm going to go the additional step. I'm going to get out of my introverted self and not just socialize with people online, but also socialize with people in real life. The people that I've taken the chances to meet in real life through networking events, community tech events, certain, societies and associations or whatnot. Those have been my biggest lifesavers. Because there's people there that while we hear about like there's a lot of people that are firing right now, those people have connections to people that are hiring. Those people have connections to other businesses that are thriving, that are not on the Fortune 500, list or whatnot. There's business owners that are still trying to resolve their problems, and you have answers to their solutions. So you have answers to what they're looking for. So it was just definitely changing my mind about that. Yeah.
I love the mindset. I love it, love it, love it, love it. Mary Sunshine, my Mary Sunshine. I have the same question for you. You look so beautiful today. You always
You look
do,
good,
though.
girl.
I know, she's adorable.
You look
Listen,
good.
what is something that you use to help leverage yourself up when times were tough?
Well, I feel like y'all already know what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. But for me, it's the secret. It's kind of, as I look to what my sister said, and she said, mindset shift, well, this is going to call a thing a thing. And the thing is, mastering things like the secret and the law of attraction, because God always provides. And I think, kind of religion has kept us into thinking about it as just prayer and this begging from God in a sense. But really, that when you master co-creation, When you master, when you understand that I have to be the energy that I want to attract. When you understand mastering that and mastering opening up the heavens and getting what you need, then what's going on outside of you on the news, in the media, that really has nothing to do with your own personal reality. Because what we do know is this: there are people who made a lot of money in the worst of times. And there are people who lost a lot of money in the best of times. So the times has nothing to do with anything.
I
Don't
love it.
give
That's
away
right.
your power.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's always something, sometimes, somewhere, anytime you're either going through it or just came through it and you're ready to turn around and help somebody else, right? But we are not going to not tell you and share with you some resources that we have found that could help you during this time. Because guys, holidays is upon us and things are changing and the government has shut down, and the government is also talking about not allowing certain things to be put through, such as EBT and SNAP, right around the holidays. And this puts families in a very, very tight situation. So let's start with one that I think is an absolute excellent opportunity, and that is Home Depot. Check this out.
Unemployment Chronicles Day 470. Still no word from TSA, and with the government shutdown, things were starting to look a little bleak. However, Home Depot has a training program called Path to Pro. Since about 40% of the skilled labor force is set to retire by 2026, those job positions are going to need filling. Pause. However, since wood shop, metal shop, and all sorts of trades that were in high schools got taken out, they don't have anybody to fill them. And I'm guessing, and this is just a stretch of the imagination, they need Americans to build a new America. So if you're actually looking for a change or looking for something to do, just Google search Home Depot Path to Pro or go to pathtopro.com. Sign up for the home study course, watch the videos, download the resources, get active on this shit. Because since when are they giving free trainings out for HVAC, electrician, plumbing, all that, carpentry, all that? Come through. We can even start a study group.
Listen, guys, a lot of people start talking about, I don't have money for college. I don't have money for blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you what, the things that people don't think about are plumbing, electricians. Everybody needs them. At the holiday, let me tell you, them plumbers are being called 24/7. When it's hot in the summer and you need your AC fixed, who you calling? There is no shame in your game. And those are actually very, very, very good paying positions. A lot of people don't think, like, oh, now who wants to do a garbage man? Well, baby, if it's show business. And I can attest to that because my uncle bought my grandfather's garbage business and was extremely successful. So don't poo-poo any job, baby, because there's always opportunity out there. We're going to take a short break and we're going to come back and share some of the resources that we have with you as well. But before we go, I want you to make sure that you go out, get your pens and papers, y'all, because you want to write these down and share them. It may not be for you, but guess what? You might know someone else it'd be good for. So let's take a deep breath real quick, catch this commercial, and we'll be right back.
It's a good show right here. But I'm biased. If you are just tuning in, you are watching Fly Nubian Money, where we help you master your mindset and maximize your money. My name is Tiara Williams. I'm also known as Miss Black Hollywood, and I'm the proud producer of this show because it is lit. If you want to receive notifications for when we go live Monday through Friday, 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All you have to do is text the word Queens to 87948. That's Queens to 87948. That's QUEENS to 87948. Also, if you want to grow your money and not blow your money, all you have to do is go to flynubianmoney.com. There's all kinds of resources, there's courses, there's free giveaways. There's just no reason to be broke in 2025. All you have to do is go to flynubianmoney.com. Obviously, you don't want to be entertained here. You want to know enough to grow. Wait, I need to put that on a shirt. You got to know to grow. Got to know to grow. So know and grow with flynubianmoney.com.
And that right there, my friends and family, is a resource to help you get yourself together launch that next thing you're looking for, it is there for you for free. FlyNubianMoney.com. Please make sure that you go today. Why don't you know, you can't say no one ever helped you if we've got it right there for you. So just go out there and see what we got. Now, listen, I'm going to ask my queens something that is pertaining to their professions. And Yolanda, I'm going to start with you. What are some financial or insurance tools that people can use to stay protected during these uncertain times? Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
So sorry. Okay, there you go. Can you hear me now? Before the uncertain times hit, okay, people need to protect themselves. That's the key. You have to be prepared. Okay, so that, what's that saying? Stay ready so that you don't have to get ready or something like that. You have to stay ready.
Yeah.
So that's how you have to do things in insurance. So if you are, like, for instance, an entrepreneur such as myself, you should have certain insurance policies in place that's going to protect you in case you lose your income as a business owner. Okay. In case you get sick as a business owner and you can't run your business. And, so there are a lot of insurance policies, I would say, because there's an insurance policy for virtually almost everything. But there are a lot of insurance policies that you can put on your life or just yourself to protect you in case of times like this. So yeah. And if you guys need to know what they are, just give me a call and we can discuss personally.
You know you want to talk to her anyway. She just fun to talk to, right?
She's not black.
Listen, we talked about trades, and so before we move on to our other queens where they're going to share in their profession, I wanted to mention a few trades that you really should think about that are really excellent at the return on your investment. And many have free platforms and programs to help you get through. Carpentry. Listen, you can learn the basic woodworking and furniture repair. And a lot of that you guys can actually learn on YouTube. And you don't necessarily have to have a license for that. If you can learn to do furniture. My niece, she takes old furniture. And when she is done with it, baby, the way she can resell that stuff is not even funny. She got a $25 old dresser, y'all, and she sold that thing for over $500 because she learned how to paint it and shellac it and make it pretty. And now it became a conversation piece that took her just a weekend. Then we have electrician work. Guys, electricians make a lot of good money. Everybody needs electricity in their house. People who are upgrading their home around the holidays, Lord, you can't have your holiday meal not going through without your electric going through the stove. Got plumbing. We have HVAC, auto repair, welding. That is a dying art form. And they are really begging people to come and learn that skill. Locksmithing. That's a good one. Barbering and hairstyling. Easy to do your own. My son is very, very successful in San Diego. And then we also have sewing and upholstery. How many times do you really do need a seamstress? You get those cute little things off your rack and you want to look professional, but you need to make them look a little more tailored, right? Sewing is a very good profession to have. Now, Micah, I am going to ask you a question about your profession. What are some of your favorite free AI tools or creative platforms that people can use to elevate their brand? Can't hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sure. I just unmuted. Right now, honestly, you cannot go wrong with ChatGPT. It's been, I guess you could say it's been growing, it's been expanding, it's been improving. We're talking about $20 a month for something that will create the product for you, right? So ChatGPT is now building websites, okay? Building websites for people is a way for you to make, $500 to $2,500 a day.
She didn't say a month, she said a day.
A day, because now we're shortcutting the time in which it takes to get it done. It will create entire workbooks for you, right? And put it inside of PDF and, Word format. And then all you need to do is kind of go in, do some light editing to it, and upload it for, to a platform in order to sell it. So you're now creating digital assets for yourself. I won't take too long on that subject, but just change your mindset so that you can make more money faster. That's the name of this game in this economy. Forget what anybody's not handing you out. Like, just change your mind up yourself. Go get it.
Go get it. Listen, brother man said, I'm a union electrician and I make way more than 6 figures. All right. So you have someone telling you that right now. Latoya says she wants to know how. Well, Micah has a whole community where you can go and learn how. And we will talk about that as well. So stick around, get your notepad out because we got a lot of things. Miss Mary Sunshine. Listen, from a legal and business perspective, because there are a lot of times that people kind of feel lost about legal, right? What's one free resource or website that every entrepreneur should know about?
A free resource or website that every entrepreneur should know about. I'm just going to have to piggyback Micah because I can't think of a better answer. So I'm going to go with ChatGPT too. I'm going to cheat off her page and go with ChatGPT, but which is what it honestly allows you to do. So it's not just with making websites and things of that nature, but as an attorney, I'm going to say you can even do contracts and things like that. You just still want to make sure at that point you consult an attorney. I'm also going to refer you to blackwallstreet.com because I created a whole bunch of resources on there. And I do have free resources on the website designed specifically for entrepreneurs. And so go with the templates. You just want to take a template and make sure it's customized, but it's a lot cheaper if you take a template and then get a consultation with an attorney and then ask the attorney questions and talk about that back and forth, as opposed to maybe just hiring an attorney to draft the entire thing. So.
And listen, I'm a ChatGPT lover. I have used it for everything. Do you hear me? Because I love doing all sorts of poetry. I'll get something in my mind, but I don't know what this sounds good with and this sounds good with. I'll go and do that. I'll do my workbooks that I do a lot for my classes. ChatGPT is actually an excellent resource for you to do, and the free version is just as good. Listen, if you don't have that $20, you can start off with the beginning, right? Now, here's one of the strategies that I have used to turn my creativity into constant income without overspending. When I first got into real estate, I knew nothing about sales. I came from a secretarial background. I came from a design background. But when I got into real estate, we had moved to a new city, Denver, Colorado. I knew no one. My family was all back home in Louisville, Kentucky. And so when I got into real estate, I learned that anybody, any agent could advertise a HUD home. And at the time, listing agents only had to put one photo on the MLS. So what did Lala do at that time before there was a whole bunch of cell phones? She went out there with her cute little pink camera and she went out there and took pictures. She took massive pictures of each HUD home and she put them on Craigslist. So video and just a simple camera helped me upgrade myself into a very successful real estate agent. And people were calling me left and right because who wants to just see one picture of a house? And 9 times out of 10, guys, people wouldn't buy that HUD home, but they had contacted me and I gave them all the info. So therefore, they stuck with me as a client. Now, listen, we've shared all something with you. Now we want to hear what you have out there. Is there something in your profession? Is there something in your community? Please make sure that you share that for others to get as well. We have another video resource for you, right? So let's check this commercial out first, so we can all settle in and get our pens, because I'm excited about this. I'm really buzzing. Like, I feel like I've had 4 cups of coffee because this makes me excited because I feel like we're helping people. And that makes me happy. I don't know about anybody else. I love being able to help people. So we're going to take a short commercial break and then share another resource with you. We'll be right back.
I know. You're busy, you got things to do, and you can't take us on the go with you every single day. Good news for you. We are now on Spotify. So if you can't watch us, now you can listen to us on Spotify. Search Fly Nubian Money and all the episodes shall appear. All you have to do is like, subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, leave some comments. Tell people how you love us so that when other people come along and are looking for a great show to watch, they can find Fly Nubian Money too. One last thing, and just in case you've been sitting under a rock, Fly Nubian Money now has an investment club. We are the Fly Nubian Money Club. It's easy. All you have to do is go to flynubianmoneyclub.com, and I am committed to bringing in top experts from all industries to help you level up. They're teaching us the skills that we need to compete in this market. We often say that nobody is coming to save us, not the government, but guess what? We're coming to save us. I'm coming to save you with the Fly Nubian Money Club. So listen, all you have to do again is go to flynubianmoneyclub.com. We have a 30-day free trial set up just for you, just for those people that are struggling. Even if you ain't struggling, you ain't got to struggle. I'm coming. Okay, let me stop.
Welcome back to the Nutrition War Room. But seriously, things are about to get really rough right now, especially we don't know how coverage for SNAP benefits are going to be. So if you're looking for ways to connect the dots, if you're using any supplemental food programs, please go to this website right here. So this is findhelp.org. It breaks it down from transportation, food assistance, housing, and goes by your specific zip code. So if you need to know where a food pantry is, or someone that helps with medically tailored meals, especially if you know someone who's recently been discharged from the hospital and needs to be on a specialty diet, this can help cover you. There is help out there. Help is going to be limited. So try to have a plan before it hits the fan, okay, y'all? Follow for more details.
All right, there's another resource for you. Yolanda, do you have a book or a podcast or an online series that you recommend that people could use to up their skills financially or even mentally? Because we all know that you have to kind of shift your mind shift. So do you have a favorite one that you like to listen to?
Goodness, not really, but I'm telling you, I go to YouTube and I just scroll through YouTube. And once I get one video, a real good one, others pop up. I would just say YouTube is going to be your biggest resource for free information. I mean, YouTube will help you repair your washer and dryer. Okay. YouTube will help you change your car battery. I mean, YouTube is, I feel like, the best thing ever created in this century. And yeah, it's like a walk. It's like a encyclopedia. If
you guys remember when we used to have those, like those books, yes. You had a whole shelf of encyclopedias, but that's what YouTube is today.
I'm like,
and
it's so, Marion, right? I can remember. Y'all so young.
Listen, I call it the University of YouTube. My nephew, they messed up a toilet in his house, and he went and learned to fix it. And he said, "I learned how to fix a toilet on YouTube. If you need a plumber, call me."
You see what I'm saying? YouTube is such a good resource, Lala. Once you start going into YouTube, other videos will start popping up with the same type of subject matter, and you just go and listen and learn.
Yeah,
teach you how to do your taxes, everything. Go to YouTube.
That's a great resource. Now, listen, Micah, you talked about, like mentorship and networking. And so how can people network or build relationships online and not online? Because, everybody now seems like they are scared to get out and leave, that actually lead to opportunities.
Yeah, I am actually just going to say Facebook is one of the easiest places to network, right? So you want to specifically find Facebook groups that have to do with your interests and, your niche. That's one of like the best ways to do it online to me. Offline, I'm still going to recommend like meetup.com. And then also certain influencers like on Instagram, for example, will kind of like mention like things that are going on inside of your city. Follow those people, right? And even get on eventbrite.com to find out what's happening in your area. That is an excellent resource because it is full of experts who are looking to build their own communities and also build their brands and their businesses. And so they are more than happy and willing to provide access and release, free and reliable information.
Another one that is good in conjunction with that is meetup.com. Meetup.com is an excellent way to network with other people who like what you like, who like, if y'all all crochet, there's a crochet meeting, right? And you never know what opportunities come in that. You know, one thing that people don't realize is just out of the need of what you love to do, meaning like, hey, I like to color, you know, there's coloring book groups out there that you can do. And then when you get in these groups and you start talking to people, then you never know who has an opportunity you outside of the coloring book circle. So do not take for granted going to networking meetings and events that are just centered around stuff that you absolutely love, because many doors can be opened for that too. Now, Micah, I know you also have another free resource, and I would love to hear about that.
Yes, absolutely. So, mind you, while YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, so I agree with Yolanda, one thing that is seriously overlooked, just simply Google Facebook ads library, right? And what this is going to be, it's like a back end way for you to see a list of advertisers who are spending money on promoting a topic that you might need to know. So you'll just go to Facebook ads library and search for what you are looking for. If people are putting money behind getting it in front of you, whether it's a free download or a free webinar, you know, or something like that, then you know that it's something that it's a winner. It's really reliable. And even if it's not free, a lot of people right now are releasing things that are between $1 and $27, and things that are honestly worth thousands of dollars. Some of the best information I've gotten are spent like $7 on. And I've been like, I cannot believe somebody is giving away all this. But it's fine because they have bigger things on the back end to upsell, you know. And I just say, like, it's really good because they are spending money on getting it out there, and they want people to be able to trust them by releasing reliable information. So yes, Facebook
I
ads.
can't tell you how many products I done bought for 5, 17, 19, and they are a wealth of great information. And I just looked that up as Michael was talking about it. This looks absolutely fabulous. Did you write that down, family? Please make sure that you write that down. We're giving you things that you can use today, not tomorrow, 7 years down the road. We're giving you stuff that you can do right now. Now, Mary, I am going to tap into your joy. All right. How can faith and discipline or daily structure help someone to stay consistent while they're building their new skills? Because, you know, sometimes they can feel a little down about the way things are, but how can we use that faith and discipline to structure getting to the next level?
Oh, I thought you never asked. No. Well, you know, I'll tell you, when I first moved to New York, and I thought New York was so dark. I'm a Southern Belle coming from the great states of Texas. How, you know, New York just seemed so dark, and I was dealing with my brother and his drug addiction. And so everywhere around me just seemed like it was dark. And so I know everybody out there has already seen The Secret. I talk about The Secret all the time with the law of attraction. So I lived in a loft in Brooklyn, but my entire loft in Brooklyn looked like a vision board. Like everywhere I looked, there was something saying I couldn't even take a dump without Oprah saying, you can do it. It was everywhere but I just felt like it was so dark, but I wanted to reinforce the light, you know, and I stopped watching the news because I didn't want people to give me a reality. I didn't want to accept your reality. I didn't want to accept your gloom and doom. Not when I have God. When you put God in gloom and doom seems to go away and you get rainbows and butterflies. So, and I just didn't want to, and I do a lot of work and spiritual work, meditation and affirmations to keep my vision focused on the mission and what I can and my own personal power.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
That's
personal power
at the right time. So when I heard my sister up there say that she got this mentor, Miss Spivey, and you don't know where this mentor just came from, when you're asking the questions, when you're asking and you're looking for the things, then when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And so you have to trust that the universe and that God will give you everything you need right when you're ready and need it.
I absolutely love that. I do. And like, okay, so if y'all don't believe that, Let me give you a little example of that. So you're thinking you might want to get a VW Beetle, and you want a purple one. You ain't never seen one that was purple before, but now all of a sudden that's in your radar. You get on the road and now you see three. That is a part of the law of attraction that is being put in front of you. So simple things like that have power. Listen, Booker says that if you live in the Fort Worth area, they give away food every Saturday at 9 a.m. Booker, if you want to even put in where that is, we would love for you to do that. Black Lexicon says professional organizations in your career of choice, and LinkedIn is a great substitute for in person. And guess what else, y'all? It's so easy to just have a Facebook go live group that you can even put it out on Facebook and be like, hey, I'm looking for like-minded people, and I just want to sit down and have coffee today. You can just say, this is just a coffee meetup, and I just want to have some friends to talk to. And listen, that's an instant network. I have done that. There has been days where I'm like, I just want to talk to some girlfriends right now. And I will ring up some girlfriends like, want to get on YouTube? You want to get on Face Talk? And that's what we do. It's all about just stepping out of that box sometimes to make those connections, right? Black Wall Street said the Shrine of Black Madonna in Houston does food giveaway as well, right? So you want to mark those down as well. Listen, we're going to watch another video and give you another good resource, and we'll be right back.
Are you a Black business owner looking to expand your reach? Well, has Fly Nubian Money got good news for you? We are building a Black business directory to connect you with customers who need your services. And here is the best part. It is absolutely free. Email us at info@realvirtual.net. Send us your business name. Tell us a little bit about what you do, what services you offer, your website address, and your contact information. That's it. Together, we are going to build and circulate the Black dollar. Get listed today and start connecting with people who are probably already looking for you.
We are looking for you. So if you are interested in listing for free your business or your service, please make sure that you send that in to us. But I also have a business directory that I am putting together for people as well. And I'll share with that what looks like for you at the end, okay? And especially during the holiday times. Listen, I am absolutely loving all these conversations. I'm loving how everybody is, sharing what they have in their neighborhoods, in their areas, what they do. Listen, Eartha says YouTube University, and Dr. Voss says nothing like YouTube University. I'm telling you, we got someone who's a naysayer about YouTube, baby. Don't you know that we've already talked about mindset? If you think that resource is not for you, there are many others that beg to differ and have actually learned something. So what does Lala always say to that type of thinking? Listen, if you can't help someone, you surely don't harm. What we do around here is we help to uplift. And that's okay if you don't understand that. But how about you share with us something that is a good resource for you, right? I'm going to touch on you again, Micah, because you deal with a lot of social media. So how can people use social media intentionally, not just for scrolling, but to learn and to grow and to earn?
Yeah, to be honest, you really do have to develop a strategy. Because I will say that right now, social media is nuts in a sense where you get on there and you'll see like one of your friends post, and then in between there, you're looking at 4 advertisements in a row before you get to the next post. And you really can get lost, right? So I kind of feel like we're in this season right now where you cannot really afford to be distracted. If your cell phone ends up giving you feedback, it has things on it sometimes to give you feedback about how much time you're actually spending scrolling and looking on it per week. Pay attention to that, okay? That's costing you time. If you have to delete the app delete the app and then just log in via the web browser during a designated time and set that designated time up specifically for networking, focused networking only, and focused marketing only, and then come out, right? And I also understand too that sometimes they try to shorten your reach and say like, oh, we want you to be on here and engage. That's fine, but block out the time to engage and market. Don't just stay on there all day. Like, oh, I gotta stay in there. So yeah, those are just my tips for making sure that you're profitable with your time on social media.
I love that. And look, I'm going to bounce straight to Tamisha's comment about this. I just did a Facebook Live last night offering to help anyone needing assistance with utilizing all the resources available out here. I want us all to pull together and help one another. Thank you, ladies. We thank you because you know what? You did the thing. You didn't talk about it. You actually did it. And that is something to applaud and give kudos on. Listen, I'm going to ask you, Yolanda, because, we are definitely talking about things to help you, but sometimes you just need to give a little bit of encouragement. Sometimes it's hard to get out of that little hole. Okay. Sometimes the sunshine seems like it's way down there. So what advice would you give to single mothers or fathers looking to rebuild themselves financially by using some of these free opportunities that we're sharing today?
Yeah, I mean, I was there. Okay, so I was a single mama. A single woman raising a kid, because I really wasn't single mama. But I just remember I used to take advantage of the free resources, especially, we're talking about Facebook. I remember being in Facebook groups. Some of my clients would actually drop me in Facebook groups and then call me to post if somebody was looking for insurance. So those were like free resources that I utilized. Another thing that I utilized was my neighborhood, the unemployment office will hold some like free seminars to get people working again and things like that. I would take advantage of those things too. So, and that's something that I really did when I first started my business. Unemployment had an entrepreneur type of program they were running to get people to own their own businesses and things like that. And this is back in the day before, now it seems like they want you to go back to work for somebody else. But anyway, that's another conversation. But I used to utilize those things as a single mama, and they really did help me because I didn't have the money at the time to pay for classes and things of that nature. So I utilized any type of free resource that was available to me. And I'm telling you guys, Facebook groups, that's a game changer, especially if you have a good service to provide to people, because your clients, I can't tell you how many clients every day call me to post in Facebook groups, different Facebook groups. If you're looking for an insurance agent, call Yolanda. And I get a lot of business that way. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't sleep on Facebook groups. And also it's very touching when someone takes the time to put your name in those when they're looking.
It feels good. You're like, oh my God, like you feel so honored. Like, oh my God,
so good. Like you would do that for me. That is just,
yeah.
It's an
and
amazing
remain positive, please, y'all, because I know, like Lala said, your mindset be over here. But if you remain positive and know that everything is working in your higher good, everything will work in your higher good. Trust. Just trust that it will.
That's right. Line of Judah says, I accumulated over 700,000 in accounts receivable from innovative blockchain technology. I was a Bitcoin transmitter. I built a nonprofit corporation and had Duns and Bradstreet scores. You know what? I don't know what those are, but that's what's up. That's what I'm going to say. Now, listen, we are going to shift a little bit to possibly talk about getting grants. But before we do that, I'm going to share another resource with you. And this helped me as well in my career, not necessarily always financially, although that was great, but it helped me to get my foot in the door to help apartment people who are ready to move and buy a home. I was their resource. So get your pen because I'm going to give you a website. It's EPMSonline.com. And that is Ellis Partners Apartment Mystery Shopping. And what you do is you go to their website, and they're all across the United States of America. You put in where you live, And there's a list of apartments that they need you to mystery shop for. There was one month, guys, I made $1,500. They pay well. Okay. Now you've got to give them a thorough report of what you've done, and you need to follow what they give you as an assignment. But really, for maybe 2 hours or 3 hours out of your week of doing all of that and earning the money, the typical shop is anywhere between 50 and 150 per shop. And sometimes when they need someone desperately, they're willing to pay way more for that. So go to that resource. I'm sure that there is something in your area that you can look for there. And that is EPMSonline.com. Ellis Partners Apartment Mystery Shops. Now let's switch a little bit about some grants, because maybe you do have a business right now, or you're wanting to start a business, but maybe you need a little help financially. Well, there is a thing called grants that are still out there. If you listen to the world telling you everything is doom and gloom, I'm here to tell you there are still people out there who are willing to help you. Let's check out this video and we'll be right back.
First opportunity is going to be the Harris Agency Grant. The reward amount for this grant is $25,000. This is going to be open to nonprofits, and the deadline for this grant is October 24th, 2025. This next opportunity is going to be the True North Small Business Grant. The reward amount for this grant is $25,000. This is going to be open to Canadian small businesses, and the deadline for this grant is November 5th, 2025. This next opportunity is going to be the Aurora Tech Award for Female Founders. The reward amount for this grant is $50,000. This is going to be open to women tech founders, and the deadline for this grant is November 12th, 2025. This last opportunity is going to be the Atlantic City Small Business Grant. The reward amount for this grant is $15,000. This is going to be open to Atlantic City for-profits, and the deadline for this grant is October 31st, 2025. Check out my super affordable grant list spreadsheet right here. It lists over 190 plus active small business grants that you can apply for, some ranging up to $1 million. So don't miss out on new grant opportunities.
All right, she's talking about grants. And so I'm going to start off with my industry. I know that if you're interested in doing real estate, they are really, really looking for appraisers right now, guys. Like, appraisers make good money. All right. So listen, it's you can go to the Appraisal Institute, and they offer scholarships and grants for students who are pursuing their real estate education. All right, Mary, do you happen to know of any grants or anything that can help people maybe obtain their law degree? Can't hear you, Mary.
Grants to help them obtain their law degree. I think they call those scholarships.
Well, do you know of any in your network that they can look into?
No, not off the top of my head, but I think if you keep your head down and keep your head in the books, you'll find some.
All right. Yeah, she didn't. Yolanda, do you know of any in insurance? Because you definitely said you had a mentor. Are there any type of scholarships or grants that you know of that would help people start with their business?
No, not in the insurance industry in particular. I mean, like appraisals may go hand in hand with insurance because people use, appraisals to obtain insurance rates and scores and things of that nature. So I will go off of what you said, but I also suggest that people look at their Small Business Administration website to look at possible grants that they can utilize. And also just YouTube again. YouTube is a resource. There are a lot of people up there who will tell you how to gain free access to money from the government. I know some of my clients was telling me how to access free money from the government to support my business, but I didn't want to do that. I don't trust anything from the government too much. But anywho, there are resources out there. Just look on YouTube. I'm telling you, YouTube is the Bible right now of resources. So yeah,
I absolutely YouTube University. But listen, I am actually going to ask you a little bit of a different question, Micah, because I am a part of your community, and I'm telling you that you're talking to someone, guys, who is actually in her community and telling you if you need to up your game, you need to go to her site, which is herpayday.com. AI is where it's at. So, Michael, you have shared with us how you can use AI to build websites, but what are some other creative ways that people can use AI or automation to save time and make more money? And before you answer that, I do need to say one more thing, y'all. Listen, we done told you about ChatGPT. All you need to do is go in and put in a prompt. What are some free areas that I can get a grant in whatever you're looking for? Put that in ChatGPT and see what it gives you back. So, Micah, how are some other creative ways that people can use AI to save time and possibly earn more money?
You know, we've actually been talking about music quite a bit lately, right? And what I'm finding out is that in addition to being able to use AI, I use suno.com to create music for myself. I have business owners asking for jingles and visuals. They are willing to pay good amounts of money for that, right? And this is something that really can take you roughly a day or two, and you can clean up. Because you know they understand the power of music and jingles. So this goes beyond, you know, it's like, oh, you can create an ebook or you could create a, you know, digital product and sell that. Something like that is actually worth more than any of those other things that I would mention. So if we want to talk about what to charge for a song, honestly, even though it's made with AI, they get to use it forever. I would honestly charge between like maybe $250 and $1,000 for that. Right? For a 1-minute commercial, we're talking maybe somewhere between $175 to $250 for that. And if they need something to be longer, we're talking about $500 to $1,000. So roughly between 1 to 3 days of time. And we discuss things like that in my community. Like Lala will tell you, it's not necessarily the easiest thing, but everybody has to start somewhere. None of the free resources that we mentioned today are easy, right? But if you are willing to upskill yourself and take the time, like the opportunity is there for you.
Baby, if everything was easy, then everybody would be doing it, right? Sometimes it takes you to do the effort that you have to do in order to do that. And I will tell you, I am a vocalist. I am an artist. My husband is an artist and a producer and a creator as well. But let me tell you what I made with AI that people are enjoying. And I sent it to all of my clients. I made a lo-fi playlist with AI that I sent to my clients saying, feeling stressed out because the holiday season is here. Lala's got you. Here's 45 minutes of just lo-fi vibes. There are other opportunities. There's all sorts of opportunities within AI, even in the music. If as an artist, I probably will never do an artist because I am an artist, but I could do bumper music for other people. I can help my realtor friends get, when they have their shows, have intro and outro music. So don't sleep on just going down one path because there's different branches on trees, right? So we've got another video for you, and then we'll be right back.
So I wanted to share this resource because my therapist really came through. At one point, I was going through a lot in my life, and I felt like I wanted to seek therapy. Like I really wanted to become a better person. I was struggling with depression and so many things at that time. And so my therapist told me about this resource called Loveland Foundation. I highly recommend that if you are a woman of color to check out the website. Go to their website, you click on the tab that says therapy fund, and you go ahead and apply. Even if you don't get in right away, they placed me on the wait list. It did take a while, and when it popped back up, I was so happy when I got that email saying, okay, you've been accepted into the cohort. But basically, it's a resource that pays for 12 sessions. And even with insurance, my therapy was about $100 still with insurance. And I know this is something that people may not have it in their budget for. So this is something that was super user friendly. Basically, I would go in, I created a portal on their site when I got accepted into the cohort, and it's super easy. The therapist was able to go redeem each voucher and make sure that they got paid through the portal as well. So it's very user friendly for both me and my therapist. If you are a woman of color, this is a resource for you, and I highly recommend for you to go take advantage and just get the help that you need.
And I think that's one thing that we truly need to talk about as we start kind of winding down a little bit is we've talked about mindset, and we need to acknowledge, yes, we all know that, we want to think of life as roses and sunshine. And yes, there is a thing about law of attraction, but it can be used in both ways. All right. Sometimes when you get into a hole, sometimes when things just don't seem like they're ever getting better, the more you sit in it by yourself, the worse that it gets for you. Sometimes you just have to just reach out on faith, and sometimes you don't have the strength to do that. This is why I absolutely love when we have Joe here, our resident therapist, because you know what? Sometimes you just need a little help getting out of that dark. So don't sleep on the resources that will help you with your mindset, because baby, you are worth it. You are needed here. And it's very easy to get in a dark place and start wondering why. Well, when we have something to help you get into the sunshine, please don't sleep on getting that help. This is why we shared that with you, because it's very important to take care of yourself. Don't let the world tell you that you don't need to be here, because baby, you've got every reason to be here to help other people and to help yourself. We all have a life purpose. Walk in your life purpose. All right. Now, listen, we're going to start winding this down a little bit. I can go on and on about this. This has just been a beautiful show. And we thank you all out there for helping and putting your comments in as well and sharing your resources. But it is time for us to kind of start winding down a little bit on this. Yay! And so therefore, we're going to end with some comments and final thoughts and where we can find you. Mary, I want to start with you. What are your final thoughts on what we've discussed today, or maybe just a positive comment as always, and where can we find you?
Okay, well, my final thoughts is to make sure you remember your power. Don't let society, the news cycle try to take you out of your power. You have power. You have all the resources you need because you have soul power, which means you can open up the heavens and go and get whatever you want. That's all I can talk about because that's all I know. Mary Dean Esquire here at thewallstreetlawyer.com. You can find me online at thewallstreetlawyer.com. Support my movement at blackwallstreet.com. You can find me on social media at The Wall Street Lawyer. And guess what, guys? I have decided to do it. I am running for judge in Fort Bend County Court at Law number 3. And so if you want to support the movement, donate, sign up to volunteer, you can also visit marydeanforjudge.com.
marydeanforjudge.com. I can just see that courtroom full of sunshine. Yes, I can. Listen, guys, please support our queen, and then also go and check out her website. She's always got something very positive for you in your day. Mary is definitely a ray of sunshine, my Mary Sunshine. Aww. Yolanda, what are your final thoughts, and where can we find you?
Yeah, so my final thoughts is that we are living in the best of times. This is oh my God, this time we have so much free information at our fingertips, and we should take advantage of it. And don't allow social media to use you. You use social media to your advantage, especially if you want to build your business or just build yourself up. Also use YouTube, like how I said before. YouTube is the best. I mean, it's the best thing ever created. So utilize all those services. You can learn how to, someone said, grow food. You can learn how to build your business. Anything you want, just utilize what's in front of you. We are living in the best of times where free information is at our fingertips. It's everywhere. So anyway, give me a call if you need some insurance. If you need insurance for anything, if you have a business, small business, if you need auto, home, whatever, I got you. Reach me at mwhitney.com. Also, you can call me at 833-BY-BLAK, which is by Black. 833-BY-BLAK. Give a sister a call. I got you.
Yeah. By Black, that's easy to remember, y'all. By Black. And especially on Friday, when we do Black on Friday. Listen, she's got it on lock for you. Micah, what is your final thoughts, my friend? And where can we find you?
Man, I just have to back everything that these queens have said times 10,000. I'm right there. I'm right there with you guys. Right now, it's just the ultimate time to stay focused and do not miss out on the opportunities that are available to you, because there's a lot happening right now that has two purposes. Well, it has three purposes. One, to get you in a lot of fear. Two, to siphon and steal your energy, right? And three, to get you incredibly distracted from the important opportunities that are available to you right now. So, if you guys want to learn more about AI, I am more than happy to help you. I want you to come and join me in the Her Payday AI Income Vault. Okay. Right now, the membership is either only $10 a month or $80 per year, and you get so much value out of it. The whole point of people signing up is for me to help you to get focused on what's important and cut through the fluff so that you can be profitable.
I already told you I'm a member. So listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm enjoying myself and the community that is there. And she has such wonderful, wonderful trainings and easy to follow. And there's no fluff. It's just getting you on the track, and you can start running on that track as soon as you join the community. So please make sure that you go and sign up for her community so that you can learn something that guys is extremely relevant today, because AI is in high demand. Whether we like it or not, it's here. And you can use it for something that helps build your business. Now, listen, here's my final thoughts. I don't care what other people have been saying, even if they're poo-pooing on whatever you think it is. But I know you got some kind of skill that somebody wants. Maybe it's that special orange cupcake that you make, and everybody's like, girl, you should make these and sell them. Listen, you can sell how to make that cupcake and charge people just to come to your online class to show them how to make that orange cupcake. And that could be a $25 class that puts money right in your pocket. Whatever you want to do, all you have to do is put your mind to it and do it. So whatever skill that you have right now, you can monetize that very easily for little to no money. So I encourage you now to just step out on faith and believe in yourself and know that you've got this. The world may be heavy, but you are the bright light. Always be the light. Now, with that being said, I actually have a fun resource for you for the holiday season on my website at laurakey.net. And it's called Holiday Bliss. And it talks about how to keep your mind in check for the holidays, your budget's in check for your holidays. It goes through Thanksgiving, Halloween, Kwanzaa, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year, and it's just $20. All right. If you have a business and you buy that product, I am going to email your business out every week to all of my database, which is over 3,000 people, and share your business with my community. So go to my website at laurakey.net, get that holiday bliss, and I'll help you build your business too. Always turn around and lift someone else up. Right? This is what we've been preaching today. This is what we have done today. We are so excited for you to be here on this Friday. And I want to acknowledge a lot of the people who have been here today. We have Black Lexicon. We have Anonymous. We have Double A, Tamisha. We have Dr. Vibe. We have Latoya. We have so many people that come in every day. And I do mean every day. And follow us. And we see you and we appreciate you. Thank you for being here. You do not have to wait for your situation to change. You can start to change your life right now. Every resource that we've shared today is free and available for you to use. Whether you're looking to build a new skill, change careers, or simply learn something new, take action today. Start where you are. I told you about that cupcake, right? What you have is highly desired by somebody, all right? And take the next step toward building the life that you want. Thank you to our amazing panel of queens for another powerful and inspiring conversation. We are here Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't want to miss a show, all you have to do is text the word Queens, QUEENS, to 87948, and make sure that you get the notifications every day. And if you miss us, Go and hit us up on Spotify. Now listen, I'm wishing you nothing but a handful of bucket blessings. Y'all have a beautiful week, and I hope you have so many blessings you can't hold them all. Peace out. We'll see you Monday. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.
No exaggeration when I say every single day someone asks me, where can I find paid early career opportunities? So I want you to listen up and grab a notebook, because I'm going to tell you every single place I know. Let's get into the lesser known ones. First, LinkedIn groups. There are groups on LinkedIn where they are very niche to an industry. One that comes to mind is the PR Habitat. This one is regularly sharing resources, internships, and paid entry-level roles for those who are trying to break into the PR and advertising industry, but more so PR industry. There's pretty much one for every industry out there. I'm going to put a few on the screen that I find, but I think these are great because you're able to, one, network with other people who are interested in the same industry as you, but two, you get to see live, up-to-date posts from those who are hiring for these roles, because timing is very important. 2, national orgs/societies. Every industry has a national org. Like one that I'm thinking of is the American Marketing Association. On all of their websites, they usually, almost always, have a page that is dedicated to those who are early in their career. And it's like a mini job board where they're sharing internships and scholarships and full-time roles for those who are in those industries.
Hi, moms and dads. There is a number that you can call right now, 211, and they'll connect you with real programs that can actually help people. So whether it's finding food shelves, housing help, utilities, shut-off support, even diapers and job help, it's a free hotline that's available 24/7 nationwide, and there are only a few places that are kind of hard to help with. Those are rural areas, but it's run by United Way, fully staffed with real people. You don't exactly even know what to ask. You don't need to know what to ask. Just tell them your situation and they'll try to guide you where to go. I know a mom that's called and that got help with rent, food, and school supplies all in the same call, that one call. There was no judgment. It's just real support that you didn't know existed. So if this is you, call 211. And if you're unsure if it's in your area, you can go ahead and just comment your zip and I will check for